Hi, everybody. It's Mark Rushton of markrushton.com. It is Friday, February 12th, 2021. And this is going to be a video, and I'm also going to try to turn it into a podcast. What am I doing in this episode here? I am going to be playing tracks from the new Ambient Matyk album called Geneva. It was just released today on the streaming services, Friday, February 12th. It's been available out on Bandcamp for a couple of weeks. Links to both Bandcamp and Spotify are in the description. If you use your favorite streaming service, you may want to just look up Ambient Matyk, Ambient Matyk. So, without further ado here, let's, in the video portion here, I'm going to drag over Spotify. And we've got the view of the album cover there. And this was recorded in mid-December. I think it was the second week of December at John's studio in Cedar Rapids, in downtown Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And we're going to play some portions here of 5 tracks. The first one's going to be called Something Else Is Going In. Very short track. And I've been starting to edit in a bit of our banter. Not necessarily banter, but John talking or me saying something. It kind of I kind of like that aspect of leaving that in on the track here. Again, everything that we do with Ambient Matyk is live and improvised, and it's largely ambient. Kind of some of these tracks do veer into a little bit of noise, but John is playing a bass guitar, and I think he's going into some sort of effects here. And I am either playing apps or my lap steel, running them into my my effects boxes. So let's just kick it off right here. This is Ambient Matyk from the album Geneva. This is the first track. It's called Something Else Is Going In.
Something else is going in where the TV was going in. So that's what I'm talking
All right, that was a lead track. It's only 49 seconds long. Something Else Is Going. John was having some technical issues, and I'm back there working my magic with the lap steel and the multiple effects boxes, and just a really, really interesting sound there. And of course, him talking, it sounds a little. I like the effect of that on there. He's a big fan, and he's just turned me on to it recently, of Ken Nordine's word jazz, and so that's a little bit different than this, but I kind of like the aspect of perhaps maybe not knowing exactly what the spoken word part is being included there. But I gave the game away there. John talking about some technical issues. All right, on to the next track here. It's track 2. It's called Peacock, and it's 1 minute and 37 seconds. And let me get it started here for you. I don't know whether that might be me saying the word peacock because John had his big TV on at the time, and the Peacock Network thing logo showed up, and I was just Peacock. I can't remember what it is. Was it him or me? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, that's Peacock, the second track from Geneva by Ambient Matyk. Next up is the fourth track of the album, Snow Covered Car in the Parking Ramp. And it kind of interesting here. There's actually a photo of this, and it was actually used for the cover of the Cannabis Unanimous single Off the Hook. So if you look that up, you can see the photo of what I'm talking about there. There was a car that was in the parking ramp nearby. It was on the floor that was exposed to, it's not covered. And somebody had plowed around the car, and so everything around that had melted, but the part that had not been plowed and the snow on the car was still there. It's a very unique thing, and then it had refrozen, right? So it was kind of an interesting thing. I had to get a photo. There's just sitting out there all alone, that car in that parking ramp. Of course, now there's 2 feet of snow everywhere. So there's every car has the meringue on it. Anyway, let's get started with this here. Snow-covered car in the parking ramp. That's Snow-Covered Car in the Parking Ramp by Ambient Matyk from the new album Geneva. All right, got 2 more tracks here to play on this. We have been releasing a lot of Ambient Matyk recordings lately. The Return of the Matyk came out, which was recorded in November. Came out, I think it was at the end of November, beginning of December on Bandcamp, but it only showed up on Spotify about a week ago due to some problems. And so, boom, here's another album, Geneva, a little bit shorter one, 34 minutes. And then I'm going to have another album out in March from Additional Sessions. It's called Move Forward in Light. So if you want to be aware of new Ambient Matyk releases on Bandcamp, you can just follow along there. On Spotify, you can also follow Ambient Matyk. And of course, whatever favorite music streaming service you want, you can, typically they have a sort of a follow the artist feature out there. Again, our music is it's a bit rough. It's live recorded. It's improvisational ambient, and we enjoy making it, and we enjoy getting it out there. And of course, on Bandcamp, we're very generous with the free plays. So if you just want to try it out that way for a number of listens, that's a good way too. All right, on to the next track here. This is called Fading Daylight in the West. That's a very pretty one there. Fading Daylight in the West by Ambient Matyk from the album Geneva. All right, one last track here. And this is going to be on the video here on the various video platforms. It's also going to be an Ambient Rushton podcast. I can't remember which one off the top of my head here. Does it really matter? So anyway, yeah, this is going to be published as a podcast as well. I'm Mark Rushton. My website is markrushton.com. You can find out more about me and my music there. And we're going to play the last track here. It's called Carry It, Carryit, Carry It. And it's about 6 minutes long. It's one of the longer tracks on the album here. And I'm just going to play that out to the end. And then that will be the end of the video, and that will be the end of the podcast. So thanks for listening. And if you want to hear more of this kind of music, Ambient Matyk, out on Spotify and the other streaming services, or Bandcamp, that's AmbentMatyk. All right, here's Carry It.